All right, let's talk about Beetlejuice. So the ghost with the most is back in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton, welcome back. 36 years later, it is good to see you, my friend. You did not disappoint. A wonderful, wonderful portrayal of Beetlejuice, and you stepped it up. I am loving the humor, the crudeness, the raunchiness, and the disgusting. All of the above, but the funny is there, center stage, and thank you for the laughs. So let's break it down a little bit. You have the Dietz family being reintroduced to this new generation, right? And we do have a new generation character played by Jenna Ortega. She's there as Lydia's daughter, and she's slightly on the outs with mom and equally disturbed as we saw Lydia many years ago in the first Beetlejuice movie. And they're kind of finding their way, but there's a tragedy that hits the family when father, grandfather, beloved husband is in a fatal accident and has gone to the underworld. So we meet up with the Dietz family, all of their issues going on, and then we see them returning home to Winter River and the iconic house, the iconic artwork. There's just so much iconic symbolism, portrayal, history that is just brought center stage for us, the viewer, and it does not disappoint. It does not let you down. It really makes you feel like you've gone back in time. I felt like I kind of went back in time. I was this 8-year-old child that was seeing this for the first time in the theater, which I would not recommend doing with your 8-year-old child nowadays. It was a different time back then, and it was PG then, even though it should have probably been PG-13, and now it is PG-13, and I still would not drop off my daughter to see this movie at 10 years old with friends without parental guidance. Yeah, so times have changed. I truly enjoyed the beginning of the Beetlejuice film. It highlights Winona Ryder and her journey as Lydia Dietz, and we get a one-on-one perspective. It really feels like she's speaking to us, the viewer, and catching us up to speed on what's been going on with her since we last saw her as this character, which has been years. So she's had a lot unfold, and it really did feel very intimate, and I enjoyed how they brought that level to the audience goer. You really feel kind of immersed and encapsulated for a few moments as they're unveiling what Lydia is up to now. It brought back all of the feels to me from an emotional standpoint. I loved seeing Michael Keaton return. I loved seeing Winona Ryder return as Lydia Watts. And boy, oh boy, Catherine O'Hara does not disappoint. We get to see her as well. And then there's some others thrown in there. One fun one was Danny DeVito, be it a very quick role, but he is there. And it's just very fun to see him in this movie as well, because you know it's something that he probably really wanted to be part of. Jenna Ortega is playing Delia's daughter, and she does an amazing job and really steps up to the challenge here of capturing what it's like to be part of this iconic family. Michael Keaton's performance was exactly what you expect from a Michael Keaton performance. He really brought forth that Beetlejuice character that if you're a fan, you've come to know and love. He is very over the top. He is very cringy. He is a demon in this film, and he definitely does a great job of being a character that you end up caring about, not hating, enjoying to see every time that they come into a scene. But at the same time, you know that they are the antagonist in the movie, okay? They are the one that you're trying to also beat, but you root for him as well. So he does a phenomenal job walking that line. And yes, there is a lot of cringe moments associated with him. That does not disappoint either. A lot of jaw-dropping, like, style. But it's not over the top. It's not anything overly gruesome. It's in Beetlejuice form of being gross, grossly disturbing in the afterlife world, which that afterlife world is extremely disturbing. Beetlejuice is the evil character, but there's also other evil entities, characters that we get introduced to as well. Now, the plot lines are kind of all over the place. You're following different stories. And I know it was like that in the first one too, but it feels a little bit more chaotic and hectic throughout this one. We do get backstory, which is very nice for Michael Keaton's character. And we get to see what he was like before being sent into the underworld and being stuck there and wanting to reemerge. So there is a little bit of backstory highlighting that, which was fun to see. We get a glimpse into how Michael Keaton's character was betrayed and ended up in the underworld, and how there is someone coming back to seek revenge on him in this one. It did kind of fall flat, and it did seem as though some of the main antagonists were very easily kind of taken out, which worked okay, but it was also a little disappointing. I thought there'd be more build-up. I thought there'd be more packed in, and I enjoyed that this was not a terribly long movie. It's under the 2-hour mark. However, I would have been fine with it going a little bit longer, maybe just a little bit over the 2-hour mark, to really pour into that a little bit more. However, it did kind of work with the comedy. It really made me chuckle, like, oh, haha, bye. You're gone. And it was just that easy. So, Beetlejuice. It is fun. It has another iconic song that packs a punch. However, very different from the first one. It still brings back that nostalgic feel. There's so much to love and like and hate about this movie. You hate everything you're supposed to hate. You love everything you're supposed to love, and you like everything you're supposed to like. And it does a wonderful job of storytelling, and I really, truly enjoyed every moment of it. That being said, there are some things that I could have done without. I think the ending was a little bit drawn out, and it again speaks to this storyline of never letting a movie end, of always having to set the stage for, in this case, a third or a lineage of Beetlejuice, if I want to put it that way, right? Moving forward, or some sort of series or spin-off. They are leaving the door open for every movie that I have seen lately, and it's frustrating to a level of just wanting closure, of wanting to go in, enjoy a movie, and watch it. Now, I say that having seen a second movie that, we waited 36 years to get, but I am very glad that it happened. It was fun. It was wonderful to see all these characters that I have loved for so many years back center stage, doing what they do best, performing and entertaining and making us as an audience smile and cringe and want to hide and laugh and laugh and laugh. I also am so appreciative of Tim Burton's style, never straying from being his true self and bringing forward the true version of what he wants to emanate and portray. And I definitely have grown to really respect that and admire that over the years. Is this one to see in the theaters? Yes, it is, because it is so nostalgic. It is so fun. And if you've never seen the first movie, you can still appreciate the humor, the crudeness, the fun characters, the extremely well done performances by everyone involved. It just comes together nicely in a fun, entertaining movie. Are there a lot of holes? Yes, there's definitely a lot of holes, but it's fun, and I do feel as though we will be seeing these characters again. Thank you. Subscribe, give a like. See you soon. All things Beetlejuice. Will there be a third? Probably. Will we have to wait 36 years? Doubtful. So let's talk Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.